Hello and welcome, I am Beetle92, and let us continue playing Rimworld Alpha 13 Update. If you haven't tuned in for any of my previous videos, I'm not sure why you're here, but thank you all the same. Very happy to see you. We are playing as the colony of... What the heck is our name anyways? I feel really bad that I don't remember what our name is. Let's go ahead. Banthos! We are the colony of Banthos. That's an awesome name. I'm glad I stuck with it. But yeah, we're playing as colony of Banthos. We are kind of dug into the side of a mountain here. We should actually look, now that I'm thinking about it, we should look to improving our security situation here. So let's go ahead. I don't want to stick the security turrets too close together, because then, you know, they'll explode and kill everyone. Or, you know, destroy each other. But, I don't know. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stagger them like that, so that they have, they're firing from different angles. And that will definitely help improve our security situation. I really don't want to get into... I have this problem when I'm playing on Phoebe Chillax where I kind of ignore my security situation and my defenses, and then a massive raid hits me and I get completely wiped out. Because they're infrequent, but they're very, very strong, especially if you play on, like, you know, Challenge or Extreme. And we are playing Phoebe Chillax Challenge, if you don't remember. So we definitely want to be conscientious of that. You're being blocked by a poplar tree, so let's go ahead and we'll put down some more concrete. And I think we're going to go ahead and throw down a solar generator here. For those of you who don't know, you can put a solar generator in the wind turbines area of influence, or area of, you know, whatever, and it won't block it. And then let's go ahead and set up a dedicated... I can't believe I put it off until now. You can make jade walls. That's so silly. Dedicated power area, so we're just going to do it like this. And it'll just be a row of batteries. Actually, we need to be one higher. Steel wall. There. Yeah, and that'll just be a row of batteries like that. Oh, heat wave. Crap. So we're going to have to vent the temperature here, because it'll overheat our people. It might not be that bad, because if we were playing on desert or something, it would obviously be awful, but we're playing on a relatively low, or a medium temperature map already, so a heat wave won't completely disable us, but it's definitely something that we need to be aware of. So we'll go ahead and do that. I want to put concrete down here. We'll use smooth floor for all of the bedrooms and stuff because it's prettier. Concrete is very ugly, but we don't really have to worry about that for the storage space. And let's go ahead and put a steel door here and here. Put it there, because I want the batteries on top row right there. And where is my constructor? Ooh, a new area has been revealed. We just keep getting those. Okay, so it's nothing... This is the only one so far that's been, like, you know, big. But I'm sure... I bet in this chunk there's probably another, you know, decently sized area. You don't have any traders, so I don't care. We should probably get an orbital beacon working at some point, but, you know, not super important. We're not making fine meals because we don't have any meat. We're going to need to do some hunting at some point. A lot of boom rats. I gotta say, this is going much better than my first attempt with the fire, the disastrous fire at Canyon Town. God rest Canyon Town. You are a legend among Rimworld colonies. For those of you who somehow have not watched my the first episode in this Let's Play series, We tried to make a canyon town similar to this one that actually had, I think, a better initial layout just in terms of geography and location. And a bear attacked a boom rat, and the boom rat exploded, and the whole thing just burned to the ground. So, I know some people, I know I have angry comments of some people being like, you should have stuck with the canyon town and rebuilt from the ashes. That's what Rimworld is all about, is, you know, rebuilding from the... Listen, all of my components were destroyed. That is totally crippling. That is... I probably could have eked out an existence, but it would not have been... Something would have killed us probably within the first year pretty reliably. So I definitely did not want to, you know... If I feel like the attempt is going to be abortive pretty quickly, I don't really want to waste... It's not wasting time, but you know what I mean. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want my animals eating any of our crops, so I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. Just so they don't, you know. This is for human use. This isn't for animal use. We have... Your food is here. Okay, just eat this. Oh, crap. I never set... I go to all the trouble of making a hay storage area, and I never bother actually refrigerating it. Animal... Food storage. There you go. Yeah, we'll keep that like that. And this is honestly probably more power generation than we really need. I say as... maybe not, actually. But, you know. I could go ahead and make a fuel generator, but if I can get away without it, I kind of want to. Eventually, I'm going to have fuel generators as backups, but I don't like using them as primaries, as I previously said. And something that I've forgotten to do until now is making a... Well, we do need to make a stonecutter's table, actually, so let's go ahead and we'll reinstall this here. And, well, when that gets reinstalled. And a crafting spot, because I do want to make some clubs, and we're going to make that out of only wood because I don't want to waste any other valuable materials, and we'll only make 4 of those, and then short bows, and I do want to make 3 short bows just because I think we had someone who has good shooting. You got a pistol, you got a rifle, you got a pistol. Well, I mean, the pistol's probably better than a short bow, but I might as well have them on hand if I really need them. I have come around to the opinion that it's always better to have more weapons than you actually use, because, you know, if you have a pile of long swords in your storage inventory, then it doesn't, you know, you're never going to say to yourself, oh crap, I really wish I had a melee weapon for everyone. Awesome! Alright, that's sweet. That's totally awesome. Now we can start breeding them, which is excellent. We're actually only dropping it down to 27, which is more than enough for keeping people happy, but is 6 degrees above the optimal, the desired temperature. Ooh. Now we're faced with the conundrum of, do we install a second cooler and make sure that we can keep it frozen, or do we just accept that, you know, maybe a little bit of food's going to go bad? I'm probably not going to install a second cooler just because I don't want to spend the resources on it, and it's not necessary most of the time. Next, if we had more food, you know, then... If we had more meat in particular, because, like, corn, it takes forever to spoil. The meat, you know, this is refrigerated, and it'll still take only a week to spoil, compared to, like, corn would take, like, 7 years to spoil in that instance. Hendrix, you need a job. What job can we give you? We need you to do some mining. Well, let's get this hauled out. Excuse me. That's terrible. We need you to do a job. What job are we going to have you do? We're going to have you mine. And we're going to tell you to mine that. And we need to now get a stonecutter's bench up and running. We'll let that run. And again, we could make our walls out of like wood or steel, and we probably will use that a little bit, but I would much rather just use stone blocks, because this is a really good application for stone blocks, and we aren't going to run out of stone blocks anytime soon. So I actually am going to put that, I'm going to seal that off, I'm going to do that there. Let's reinstall these beds here, just for people to use, and start clearing out this area. And yeah, it's good. Why are you 31? It's because you don't have a vent. So we're gonna have to, let's deconstruct, and that is something that we actually need to do right, you know, relatively right away. And since we are running a little bit low on steel, let's use wood for these walls instead. And I will actually order this chopped down. Good, good, good. This needs to get hauled, which actually allows me to show off another mod that I have. Haul priority. It's very simple mod. The way it works is that you can use one of these two buttons, either override haul priority or increase haul priority. And what it'll do is when they start a hauling job, when they choose what kind of haul job or what item they're going to haul, they will first look at, see if there's any override haul priorities, then they'll look at to see if there's any increased haul priorities, and then they go to normal hauling jobs. So if there's something that you absolutely want to have hauled right now, you can use override haul priority, and if there's something that you want to kind of shuffle to the top of the stack, you just use increased haul priority. I really like it because I could say, you know, like right here, I want this food in the freezer immediately, and they'll just go ahead and do it. So I think that's a really good, mod. It's something that I'm very happy to have. I honestly think it's something that should be in the base game in one form or another, but you know, it's an indie game with a relatively. I actually don't know the size of the development team. I'm just assuming that it's relatively small, so I'm not holding it against them that they don't have it. You know, I'm just happy that this game exists at all, because I think it is honestly a very, not necessarily like unique game, but there isn't anything that's quite like it in my opinion, and I am very happy to have it. It is probably one of the games that I play more of, and it's one of the few games that I could sit down and just play for like 5-8 hours, you know? Like, I can just sit here, and if I wasn't recording this and I was just playing by myself, I would just play for easily 5 hours, no doubt about it. And there aren't a lot of games where that is true, so very, very happy that it is here. We're going to go ahead and smooth out these floors. A lot of these floors in here are already smooth, but we're going to go out and smooth them a little bit more. And this is just to keep everyone happy, you know. Make sure that they have a reasonable, you know, that they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? Unhappy with their environment, that the beauty, you know, the beauty quality isn't going down. I'm sorry, I can't think of words. This is my first time recording any kind of Let's Play for YouTube. This is very much an experiment for me. I have done all of these episodes 1 through 4 in one session. So this is the 4th. I'm trying to think of how many minutes. I don't know. You can go in and tally them up. So my brain is going a little bit to mush. Not a lot, just a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to take a break on the next one. I might keep going. I might give myself a little bit of a break. It's not that I'm actually really enjoying this, and I think it's a lot of fun. But talking for 30 minutes on end or, you know, 30-minute chunks for 3 hours or 2 hours is a learned skill, let me tell you. If you've ever looked at someone who does a YouTube Let's Play series and you're like, oh man, that's so easy, I could do that, no problem. Yes, you probably could do a YouTube Let's Play series if you really wanted to. It's still, you know, it's not to say that, like, I am not bragging at all. at all, you probably think this is a crappy, crappy series. Well, I'm not going to say you probably think. I assume opinions are going to be mixed of the 5 people who watch this. But I just want to point out that if, you know, go try to talk for 2 hours and you'll understand where I'm coming from. You know. Anyways, rant's over. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I feel like I'm going off on a little bit of a spiel there. Yeah, let's look at see how everyone is doing. I really want to get these alpacas. God, it's going to take forever for them to produce wool. They're a very kind of a long-term investment, you know. They take a couple of seasons to really get going. Berries. These berries actually definitely need to get hauled sooner rather than later. So let's go ahead and increase haul priority on them. If you have any hauling jobs to do, those are the first ones to do it. Yeah, and see this is definitely going to interfere with them hauling appropriately, so we definitely need to use that. I feel like I use the word definitely too much. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about it. Stonecutter's table. This is something that I forgot that I need to do. Make stone blocks. Do until you have... I'm just going to put it at like 750. And that'll definitely take up a fair amount of space, but, you know, we kind of want that. And we can also sell them, so... And let's make sure that we have stools for everyone to sit on. Just... He's making a stool right under her as she's... Like, he's just like, oh yeah, could you sit up for a minute so I can screw this IKEA chair in? That's pretty silly. These guys do have some items to trade, so let's take our social person and go talk to Patches, the pirate. I'm just assuming he's a pirate because his name is Patches. Ooh, they have frag grenades. I kind of like frag grenades. Grenades are not always what you want, but when you want them, you really want them. I am going to go ahead and buy components, even though we're sitting at a reasonable number of them. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll trade our short bows. I am going to take... Okay, both of our constructor guys are good at constructing, so it was probably that other one that made those short bows. So we will... Yeah. We want crafting, fine. We don't want smithing. You know, we don't want tailoring. Everyone can craft. Basically, I'm actually going to put you at 4, just because if you don't have anything else to do, yeah, just make some stone blocks, whatever. But how has this guy not been recruited yet? We are spending so much food to keep his ass alive. 4.7% chance. So it would take, what, like 20 ticks on average? If it ticks once per day, then you're looking at 20, 25 days. I don't know. Breakdown cooler. Let's go ahead and reinstall this bed here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need 6th. And then I will actually... I'm going to put hallways here. I don't want too long of it, just a main hallway, so we are going to branch it a little bit. And then right here, I want this to be a... yeah, that seems fine. And this will be a medical area for him. Space, I'm willing to dedicate a lot of space to these rooms, just because if you look around, expansion isn't something that we really are going to have a problem with. Oh no, it's the Monty Python killer rabbit who was trying to attack the trader. Actually, what's going to happen is that he's going to come over here and attack these guys and get completely messed up by them. And that's actually a good reminder to go do some trading. Trade with Sherry. Let's see what they got. No, don't leave yet. I want to trade with you. Okay, that's actually good. The rabbit slowed them down, so we can go trade. Oh boy. We can trade our blocks. We'll probably go ahead and do that because, you know... And that's another nice thing about the blocks is that you can trade them, whereas you can't just trade the raw stone. So it's turning it into a tradable commodity. We could trade the jade, but I feel like I would rather try to use that to make something. We could, let's go ahead and trade all of the leathers that we don't really have a lot of. And buy, do we want to buy a bunch of pigskin? Probably not. We could buy some cloth. Do we want to do that? How much would that be? 105? Yeah, that's fine. We'll make some pants. That's expensive, but you want to make some pants. And let's see, components. What else can we trade? Corn, venison, kibble, simple meal, alpacas. We don't want to trade our alpacas. We could buy rhinos. I don't think we want to do that. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll accept. A mysterious blight has destroyed your crops. Excellent. Fantastic. We're out of power. Dang it. That is a good reminder that we actually do need to get our batteries up and running, so let's go ahead and we'll reinstall there. We will feed this power circuit up to connect, and do we need more generators and wind turbines? I don't know. We can't put it there. We could put it there. Where else could we put it? That would overlap. Let's go ahead and... I should probably build a wind turbine. If I build more generators than, or solar panels, then I'm going to run into the problem of having a lumpy power source, as I call it. You know, having too much of one, or too much of your power coming from one source, and then you run into problems that way. But we have struck compacted steel. Good. That's always a bonus. Oh, cool, the heat wave's over. Okay, so let's go ahead and I want to designate toggle power. So we don't have that power drain going. We still have that haul priority sitting there. They haven't hauled that yet. They have a lot of work to do. We're kind of overloading them a little bit on cleaning and mining and hauling there. But they'll get over it. They'll get it done. And this is actually another nice thing about the fueled stove, is that you don't lose the capacity to cook meals when power goes out. So like during a solar flare, for example, you can still cook meals, which is always nice. Obviously, you know, you're paying the wood cost, but yeah. I'm sure people have lots of opinions about which one is better, but prioritize refueling. You were in the middle of cooking and you were just like, oh, well, we ran out of food, time to stop, or ran out of fuel. That's very silly. I don't know why that wouldn't be included in like the cooking job. Can you please just join us already? This is getting slightly annoying. I really want you to be, like, you know, part of the team, buddy. Oh, you have a peg leg? Euthanize. No, I'm kidding. Although that does knock down his moving a fair amount. I have actually euthanized people for less. I, one time, saw one of my characters got the plague, and they were living... It was early game, and they were all living in a shared bedroom, and I just immediately euthanized them, because I was like, I'm not letting you spread the plague to everyone. So, that might have been a little bit overboard, but, you know. C'est la vie. Okay, so we're definitely... It's refrigerated, but it's not frozen, so I am actually going to go ahead and stack the coolers together. Just to make sure that it does, in fact, refrigerate. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set one of these to -9 and the other one to like -4. So that way only one of them is running on high power at a time. Or the -4 shouldn't run on high power if the -9 can't drop it down. You see you understand what I'm saying. Because if they're both set to the same temperature, then they're both going to run at high power all the time, which is draining an extra 180 watts out of your system that you could theoretically avoid. So, let's go ahead and replace that, because I don't want, like, my hay to spoil. Yeah, see, that's close to spoiling. So we'll go ahead and replace that. How is the wool growth going? I really kind of want you to get pregnant. I don't know if you have yet, but because you don't see the pregnancy until it's in the middle stage, which is about 30% of the way through. But I would really like it if you would go ahead and make more alpacas for me. Good alpaca lady. Good sir. Good ma'am. Let's go ahead and designate all this as hauling. We'll mine this out. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to put in the sterile tile here and throw down some beds and designate them as medical. Just so, you know, if it'll decrease people's likelihood to get infections and just make the recovery process a little bit better. So that'll be good. That'll be nice. So far, we haven't had a lot of problems. This is actually quite bad. I think, you know, what I'm going to do, now that I'm thinking about it, is I'm going to put a power switch here. And then I won't have these running because I think these are draining power pretty rapidly out of the system. That's something I probably should have thought of beforehand, but hey, whatever. And power switch also apparently requires one component, so that's just another component drain there. I'm not a fan of the fact that you have to give them like 5 priority orders over and over again to get them to actually do what you want, but I can understand why it is that way. Good. Alright, so these guys aren't actually going to draw down any power now, which at 350 apiece and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that they were drawing down 1750 watts, which is actually about the output of a solar. That's actually more than the output of a solar panel. So that'll definitely help with our power situation. And when we get that online, and I think we are actually going to end up doing fueled generators down here eventually because we just probably can't. I don't know. If we want to maintain farmland, we're going to have to cut. We won't be able to put that many solar panels down. We'll see. We'll see. It's not yet. It's not a problem yet. So yeah, and you can see right now connected rate 3600. Wait, something's wrong. Hey! The problem isn't that our power system is bad, the problem is that I'm an idiot. So, you know. I say that I'm not bad at this game, and then I do shit like that. Yeah. So that's fun. So that's good. Although now we should be fine. Did that not actually... Who's working on it? Why did you not finish it? Oh, can you not reach it? No, you can reach it. Okay, good. It's finished. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. How much medicine do we have? We have 20 base, 8 herbal. That's good. We haven't really needed any of it yet, but we obviously will at some point. We will definitely at some point. We have this producing. Yep, someone's going to do that. We have the electric tailor's bench. You guys aren't produced yet. We'll probably end up making most of our clothing out of a pack of wool just because it's the only like sustainable source of clothing material that we have. I've done boar farming in a lot of my games, and I find that to be pretty good. They have, the really nice thing about boars is that they, oops, just clicked off screen there, my bad. They reproduce relatively quickly, so that is a pretty good benefit to them. And we actually have run out of kibble and hay. Look at that. Oh, you know what? This actually, we need to have this at critical if we really want that to be common. And we do need a little bit more meat, so let's go find something to hunt. Hares and squirrels, man. Hares and squirrels. Oh, cloth. Why isn't anyone... That should be hauled. I mean... I've given them a lot of hauling jobs, so I'm not exactly upset with them that they didn't get to that one thing. But it did, you know, it is something that should have gotten attended at some point. And they're making cloth pants, which is good. Hopefully we can get this person some clothing. And then after they make these pants, they'll make a t-shirt, which requires the same amount, 50, so yeah, we should have, yeah, we have enough in storage, so she'll get a t-shirt after someone's done making the pants. We need to route power to all of this, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll just go through the doors to make sure that it's getting... Oh, cool, traders. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I haven't set up a proper trading beacon yet, just because you get these little traders who they don't have as much, but they have something, and I don't know. I just haven't bothered to yet, truth be told. Oh, this is another mod. I haven't talked about this mod yet. And I just noticed that we hit 30 minutes, so I'm going to talk about this mod really quick, and then I'm going to wrap it up, and I will see you in the next video after that. This mod, I believe this is a mod. I don't think this is in the base game. It's been a little while since I've installed this, so I'm not 100% sure what it does. It shows you how old they are, so the big circle is adult, the little circle is baby, and the middle one's juvenile. It shows you what their master is, their gender, and then this shows you what they're trained for, and this is the slaughter icon. So this is really useful. This is enhanced tabs, I believe is the name of the mod. And I mostly, I think it also has something to do with this, I think is also part of it, where you can copy and paste settings, but I mostly use it for the animal one. So yeah, so that is the 4th video of this Let's Play series. Please let me know what you like about it. I haven't mentioned this before, but comment down below what you like, what you don't like, any suggestions that you have. If you think I am a stupid butthead, please let me know, because I'm really interested in your opinion. That one wasn't serious, if you can't tell. And I will read all your comments. I will get back to you if I can, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.